This is the Buffett Mindset channel where we practice patience and calm wealth building daily. If you enjoy these types of videos, consider liking and subscribing. This will mean a lot to the channel. What you're about to hear isn't entertainment. It isn't noise or chatter or just another motivational story. It is a shift in the way you think, the way you walk, the way you handle money, and the way you face the world. These words are meant to sink deep, not just into your conscious mind, but into your subconscious, the part of you that acts when no one is watching, the part of you that guides every choice, every reaction, every investment. Sit back. Let the rain fall steady, like time itself. Let the crackle of the fire remind you life is long, but steady heat changes everything. Breathe slow. Calm your mind. Tonight, you'll take on the mindset of Warren Buffett. Tonight, you'll learn the art of investing with no fear. Fear is the great destroyer. Fear makes men sell at the bottom and chase at the top. Fear blinds them to the truth that wealth is not built in a day, not in a week, not in a year, but across decades. Buffett once said, "Be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful." That isn't just a clever line. That is a law of wealth. When the crowd trembles, you stand tall. When the market shakes, you stay steady. When fear drives others to flee, you hold your ground. You are not moved by headlines. You are not swayed by panic. You do not live by the day-to-day moods of the market. You live by principles. You live by patience. You live by discipline. And above all, you live with no fear. Picture Buffett himself in 2008. The world was falling apart. Banks collapsing, headlines screaming, people losing sleep. What did he do? He wrote calmly to millions of shareholders with a steady hand. He bought more. He invested when others couldn't breathe. He walked into fire because he had no fear. Why? Because fear is short-term. Fear is a flash. Fear burns fast, but fades just as quickly. But value endures. Value stands strong through storms. And Buffett knew if you buy value and hold with patience, fear cannot destroy you. Repeat these words to yourself. I do not fear. I invest with calm. I am steady, patient, and unshakable. Fear is not my master. Patience is my ally. Discipline is my weapon. Compounding is my power. Every time the world trembles, you remind yourself, fear creates opportunity. Fear brings discounts. Fear gives you the chance to own value at a bargain. You smile when others panic. You buy when others flee. You see clearly when the crowd goes blind. That is Buffett mindset. That is your mindset. No fear. Only patience, only clarity. Think of the farmer who plants seeds in spring. He doesn't dig them up after a week to see if they've grown. He doesn't panic when a storm passes through. He knows growth takes time. He trusts the process. He knows the harvest will come. That's how you invest. You plant your seeds in businesses with strong roots. You water them with patience. You let compounding do the work, and you harvest when the time is ripe. There is no fear in this. There is only discipline. There is only the quiet faith of a farmer waiting for the harvest. Now say it again. I do not fear. I plant patiently. I harvest wisely. Every crash, every downturn, every storm is not your enemy. It is your opportunity. It is your chance to buy strong companies at weak prices. It is your chance to add to your snowball. Buffett said that opportunities come infrequently. When it rains gold, put out the bucket, not the thimble. You are ready with the bucket. You are calm when the storm comes. You know the rain of fear is also the rain of opportunity. That is why you do not fear. Others chase quick money. Others panic at losses. Others seek comfort in following the herd. But not you. You sit by the fire. You wait in the rain. You listen to the silence between the thunder because you know something they don't. You know that the world rewards the calm. You know that wealth belongs to those who have no fear. Fear fades, discipline endures, fear shakes, patience stands firm, fear loses, compounding wins, and you are compounding. You are calm, you are steady, you are unstoppable. Say it with conviction, I have no fear. I am patient, I am disciplined, I am compounding. This is not motivation, this is your new identity. You are the one who walks into storms calm, certain, and steady. You are the one who invests with courage while others run in panic. You are the one who owns the mindset of Buffett. And from this day forward, you will never invest with fear again. Listen close. The world moves fast. Prices swing. Headlines scream. People panic. But you move slow. You move steady. You move like time itself, calm, unstoppable, patient. That's how Buffett has lived. That's how you will live. Because fear cannot touch the man who thinks long term. When a man is afraid, he loses his vision. He can't see 5 years ahead. He can't even see 5 months. Fear narrows the mind, shrinks the horizon, blinds the eyes. But patience opens the horizon. Patience stretches time. Patience shows you the truth that one good decision held long enough can change your life. So say it now. I am not afraid. I see the long horizon. I stretch beyond the storm. Buffett tells us, the stock market is a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient. That not just a quote, that your daily reminder. Fear belongs to the impatient. Wealth belongs to the patient. Fear belongs to the short-term chaser. Compounding belongs to the one who waits. Fear belongs to the herd. Clarity belongs to the independent thinker. You are that independent thinker. You don't run with the herd. You don't panic with the crowd. You stand apart, calm and clear. Now picture this. It's dark. Rain falls heavy. Markets fall deeper. News anchors say this is the end. But inside your mind, there is no storm. There is no panic, only stillness. You sit in silence, like a cowboy by the fire, letting the storm pass overhead. You hold your investments like steady reins. You know that fear will pass, but value will remain. This is how you win, not by speed, not by noise, but by calm strength. Repeat after me. I am steady when others shake. I am calm when others fear. I am certain when others doubt. I see clearly when others panic. This is my edge. This is my strength. This is my identity. Buffett once said, the most important quality for an investor is temperament, not intellect. Think about that. It isn't about being the smartest. It isn't about knowing every chart, every number, every theory. It's about staying calm when others cannot. The calm man wins. The patient man wins. The fearless man wins. That who you are becoming right now. There is a law of compounding, and there is also a law of fear. The law of fear says, if you give in, you sell too soon. If you give in, you buy too high. If you give in, you waste years of progress in a single moment of panic. But the law of compounding says, if you hold steady, your wealth multiplies. If you stay patient, time becomes your ally. If you trust the process, small gains turn into unstoppable snowballs. Fear breaks, compounding builds. So ask yourself, which law do you obey? Tonight you choose. You choose patience. You choose compounding. You choose no fear. Say it with me, slow, like fire crackling in the dark. I fear nothing. I wait as long as it takes. I do not panic. I compound. Again, I fear nothing. I wait as long as it takes. I do not panic. I compound. Let it settle in. Let it carve deep grooves in your mind, because fear may return tomorrow. The headlines may rise tomorrow, but when they do, you'll be ready. You won't flinch. You won't run. You won't break. You'll stand still, calm and unshaken. Now, imagine your wealth as a great snowball rolling down a hill. At first it is small. It seems like nothing, but with every turn it gathers. With every year it grows. With every season it becomes unstoppable. Fear tries to stop it. Fear whispers, it's not enough, Stop now. Give up. But you know better. You keep rolling. You keep holding. You let time do its work. That snowball becomes your fortune. That snowball becomes your freedom. That snowball becomes your proof that fear never wins, but patience always does. Now breathe deep. Breathe steady. Feel the rain in the background. Feel the fire warmth. And remember these words. I am unshakable. I am patient. I am fearless. I am compounding. This is not a speech. This is not entertainment. This is a reprogramming. This is who you are now. Every time you listen, every time you repeat, every time you let these words sink deeper, you grow stronger. Your fear shrinks. Your patience expands. Your snowball rolls. And in the silence of the storm, you stand as Buffett stood, calm, certain, fearless. Fear is loud. Fear shouts. Fear rattles the weak man's bones. But wisdom is quiet. Wisdom whispers steady truths. Wisdom sits calmly, knowing that storms always pass. Buffett built his fortune not by rushing, not by chasing, not by trembling at the sight of red numbers, but by being still, by being quiet, by being fearless. That is what you are learning tonight. The discipline of stillness, the power of no fear. The world teaches noise. Buy this, sell that, move fast, get rich quick. But Buffett teaches silence, patience. The snowball rolling slow, steady, unstoppable. The impatient man grows restless. He checks the market every hour. He sees red, he panics. He sells when he should hold. He chases when he should wait. And in the end, the impatient man transfers his wealth to the patient one. You are that patient one. You take his fear, you take his panic, and you turn it into your fortune. Say this now. Fear is not my master. Patience is my strength. Discipline is my identity. I am the calm in the storm. Repeat again, slower, firmer, deeper. Fear is not my master. Patience is my strength. Discipline is my identity. I am the calm in the storm. These are not just words. They are commands to your subconscious. They are instructions to your future self. They are the program running in the background of your mind, and the more you repeat them, the more you live them. Buffett says, the stock market is designed to transfer money from the active to the patient. Think about that. It's not about how smart you are. It's not about how much you trade. It's about how calm you can be, how long you can sit still, how steady you can remain when others lose their balance. Fear makes men active. Fear makes men restless. Fear makes men sell their future. But you are not restless. You are not rushed. You do not fear. You sit steady. You sit still. You wait. And while you wait, compounding works. Compounding builds. Compounding multiplies your patience into freedom. Now picture your wealth like a mighty oak tree. It started as a seed, small, almost invisible. If you'd been afraid, you might have crushed it, uprooted it, thrown it away. But you weren't afraid. You let it grow, season by season, year by year, storm after storm. Now it stands tall, rooted deep, unshaken by the wind. That oak tree is your fortune. That oak tree is your legacy. That oak tree is proof that no fear and steady patience create greatness. Say it with strength. I am rooted. I am patient. I am unshakable. I have no fear. The winds may howl, the markets may shake, but I am the oak tree. I do not bend to fear. Buffett reminds us, the stock market is a no-called strike game. You don't have to swing at everything, you wait for your pitch. Fear makes people swing wildly, desperate for action. But you wait. You do not swing until the right pitch comes. You do not rush. You do not panic. You do not act out of fear. You wait. You watch. And when the right pitch comes, you act with certainty. That is no fear. That is discipline. That is victory. Breathe deep now. Inhale calm, exhale fear. Inhale patience, exhale restlessness. Let the rain remind you, storms are temporary. Let the fire remind you, steady heat changes everything. Fear comes and goes, but you endure, you wait, you grow. Now repeat these affirmations. I wait for my pitch. I act with certainty. I do not chase. I do not fear. Again, louder in your mind. I wait for my pitch. I act with certainty. I do not chase. I do not fear. Feel the words as more than sound. Feel them as your new truth. Fear cannot survive in the presence of discipline. Fear cannot live where patience thrives. Fear has no home inside you anymore. Imagine the years ahead, you, calm and steady. Markets rise, markets fall, but you remain unmoved. Your wealth grows not in sudden bursts, but in steady compounding. You are the man with no fear, the one others admire when panic breaks them, the one who stands like stone while the herd runs in chaos. That is your identity now, not someday, not maybe, but right now. Say it once more. I have no fear. I am patient. I am disciplined. I am compounding. This is who I am. Fear is a trickster. It sneaks into your thoughts. It tells you lies. It says, this is the end. You're losing. You must act now. But the wise man knows better. The wise man hears fear's voice and smiles. He says, I know your game. You want me restless. You want me weak. But I will not move. I will not fear. That's how Buffett thinks. That's how you think now. You hear fear, but you do not obey it. You see fear, but you do not follow it. Fear is loud. Patience is quiet, but patience always wins. Repeat this like a prayer. I hear fear, but I do not follow. I see fear, but I do not obey. Fear is not my master. Patience is my guide. Again, slower, deeper. I hear fear, but I do not follow. I see fear, but I do not obey. Fear is not my master. Patience is my guide. Let those words sink into your bones. Let them take root like seeds in rich soil. Because when the storm comes tomorrow, your subconscious will answer first, I do not fear. Buffett said, risk comes from not knowing what you're doing. Fear is risk shadow. The man who fears does not understand. The man who understands does not fear. So what do? You learn, you study, you choose carefully. You buy businesses you understand. You hold them like land, like soil, like farmland that produces year after year. And because you understand them, you do not fear. Picture yourself owning farmland. Would you sell it because the neighbor panicked? Would you sell it because the weather looked bad for a season? Of course not. You'd hold because you know the soil is rich. You know the crops will return. You know the land will produce. That's how you see your investments. They are farmland. They are businesses. They are rooted. They grow over years, not hours. There is no fear in farmland, only patience, only time, only the quiet promise of another harvest. Say it with certainty. I do not fear the seasons. I do not fear the storms. My land produces. My wealth compounds. I am patient. I am fearless. Fear chases quick profits. Fear wants shortcuts. Fear wants comfort now. But wealth is built on discipline. Wealth is built on sacrifice. Wealth is built on waiting longer than anyone else will wait. Buffett once said, wealth is the transfer of money from the active to the patient. The fearful are active. They scramble, they twitch, they panic. The fearless are patient. They sit, they breathe, they wait. And in that waiting, their fortune grows. Imagine a stormy night. The market plunges. The crowd screams. Fear fills the air like smoke. But you sit by the fire. You tip your hat. You know this storm is not the end. It is the beginning of opportunity. Where others see fear, you see value. Where others see loss, you see growth. Where others run, you remain. That is why you win, because you do not fear. Now let's etch this deeper. Fear runs, but I stay. Fear panics, but I breathe. Fear trembles, but I am still. Fear falls, but I rise. Say it again. Say it slower. Let it echo in your mind like thunder rolling across the plains. Fear runs, but I stay. Fear panics, but I breathe. Fear trembles, but I am still. Fear falls, but I rise. You are rising now. Every repetition lifts you higher. Every breath of patience makes you stronger. Every moment of stillness makes you unshakable. This is not motivation. This is installation. This is the reprogramming of your subconscious. You are not just hearing words. You are becoming them. You are embodying them. You are living them. Fear says, you can't. Discipline says, I will. Fear says, it's too risky. Patience says, time will prove me right. Fear says, you're losing. Compounding says, I am just beginning. Which voice will you follow? Not fear. Never fear. You follow the voice of patience, the voice of discipline, the voice of compounding. So declare it now, like a brand on your soul. I follow patience. I follow discipline. I follow compounding. I do not fear. This is who I am. This is who I remain. This is how I grow. And with every storm, with every crash, with every tremor in the market, you will not shake. You will not bend. You will not break. You are the calm. You are the oak. You are the farmer. You are the snowball rolling down the hill. You are the investor who does not fear. The fire burns steady. The rain falls soft. The night is long but calm. And here you sit, breathing slow, mind clear, heart steady. You've walked through the storm. You've heard fear whisper, but now you know the truth. Fear has no hold on you. Fear is a shadow, and shadows cannot touch a man who walks in light. Fear is a storm cloud, and storms always pass. Fear is an illusion, and illusions vanish when you stand firm. You are firm. You are steady. You are fearless. Buffett built a fortune not by fighting fear, but by ignoring it. He did not waste energy battling every shadow, every rumor, every trembling voice. He simply stayed still. He simply trusted time. He simply waited. That is your path too. That is your discipline. That is your strength. Now, breathe with me. Inhale patience, exhale fear. Inhale discipline, exhale doubt. Inhale calm, exhale panic. You are clean. You are clear. You are steady. You are fearless. Say these words with conviction. I am patient. I am disciplined. I am unshakable. I have no fear. Again, slower, deeper, like words carved into stone. I am patient. I am disciplined. I am unshakable. I have no fear. One last time, with the force of your new identity. I am patient. I am disciplined. I am unshakable. I have no fear. One last time, with the force of your new identity. I am patient. I am disciplined. I am unshakable. I have no fear. Imagine yourself years from now. Your snowball is massive, rolling endlessly forward. Your oak tree towers, roots deep, branches wide. Your farmland produces harvest after harvest. Your wealth has grown quietly, steadily, unshakably. People look at you and ask, how did you do it? And you smile, because you know the truth. You did it by having no fear. You did it by being patient. You did it by letting compounding do its work. You did it by becoming what others could not. Now picture a storm raging once more. Markets fall. The herd screams. Fear floods the streets. But you sit calm, like a rider steady in the saddle. You wait, like a farmer trusting the soil. You hold, like an oak in the wind. This is who you are now. Fear does not rule you. Fear does not move you. Fear does not live in you. You are patience. You are discipline. You are compounding. You are freedom. Repeat after me one final time. Fear cannot touch me. Fear cannot move me. Fear cannot live in me. I am patient. I am disciplined. I am fearless. I am free. This is not entertainment. This is not casual advice. This is installation. This is reprogramming. This is the making of a new identity. From this night forward, you do not fear. From this night forward, you wait calmly. From this night forward, you trust compounding. From this night forward, you live the Buffett mindset. The rain falls steady. The fire burns low. Your breathing slows. Your body rests. And your mind is reprogrammed. You are patient. You are disciplined. You are fearless. You are free. This is who you are. This is who you remain. This is how you grow, forever and always. Have no fear. The rain keeps falling, soft, steady, endless. And just like that rain, your wealth grows drop by drop. It never looks fast. It never looks dramatic. But over time, it carves valleys, fills rivers, and floods the land with abundance. That is compounding. That is patience. That is the secret the fearful never see. Fear wants you to move. Fear wants you to act in panic. Fear whispers, you're missing out. Fear shouts, it's too late. Fear demands sell now before it's gone. But you are no longer ruled by fear. You sit calm. You sit steady. You let others run in circles while you remain unshaken. Buffett once said, "The stock market is a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient." Picture yourself years from now. The world has changed, the storms have passed, the noise has faded, and you are wealthy, you are free, you are unshakable. Your wealth was not built on fear, it was built on patience, it was built on discipline, it was built on courage, it was built on compounding. Others panicked, you waited, others sold, you held, others feared, you had no fear. That is why you are free. That is why you are wealthy. That is why you are calm. Buffett did not build his fortune by rushing. He did not chase every opportunity. He did not fear every loss. He did not panic in storms. He waited. He studied. He trusted. He endured. That is the secret. Not speed, not luck, not fear, patience, discipline, faith, courage. So now, let these words sink deep into your soul. Fear is not your master. Fear is not your voice. Fear is not your path. You are steady. You are calm. You are fearless. You walk like a man who knows the outcome is already decided. You move like a man who knows the snowball cannot be stopped. You act like a man who knows compounding is inevitable. And so when others tremble, you smile. When others panic, you rest. When others give up, you continue. Because you know, because you see, because you believe. Repeat this final affirmation set. Fear has no power over me. Fear cannot move me. Fear cannot stop me. I am patience. I am discipline. I am strength. I am fearless. I am free. Say it again with conviction. Fear has no power over me. Fear cannot move me. Fear cannot stop me. I am patience. I am discipline. I am strength. I am fearless. I am free. And once more, until it becomes your identity. Fear has no power over me. Fear cannot move me. Fear cannot stop me. I am patience. I am discipline. I am strength. I am fearless. I am free. The rain still falls. The fire still glows. The night is still. And you are steady. You are fearless. You are free. This is your new identity. This is your new life. This is the Buffett mindset. Have no fear. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. The storm may roar, the markets may shake, but you remain calm, steady, and unshaken. You see, storms are temporary. Panic is temporary. But wisdom, true wisdom, lasts forever. And the wisdom of Buffett is this. Fear is the enemy of wealth. Fear is the thief of freedom. Fear is the killer of compounding. Do not let fear take root in you. Do not let it whisper in your ear. Do not let it guide your steps. Instead, let patience speak. Let discipline command. Let calm lead the way. For every time you resist fear, you strengthen your foundation. You thicken your walls. You sharpen your vision. And you become a fortress that nothing can move. Remember this truth: opportunities come infrequently. When it rains gold, put out the bucket, not the thimble. But the fearful man never sees the rain. He is too busy hiding. He is too busy doubting. He is too busy running. Not you, not anymore. You stand ready. You stand prepared. You stand fearless. And when opportunity comes, you gather it with both hands, calmly, confidently, decisively. Fear cannot build wealth. Fear cannot plant seeds. Fear cannot wait for the harvest. Only patience can. Only courage can. Only discipline can. And so you live without fear. You act without hesitation. You move with clarity. Say this with me now, steady and slow. I am not afraid of storms. I am not afraid of noise. I am not afraid of loss. I am patient. I am disciplined. I am courageous. I am free. Again, repeat with conviction. I am not afraid of storms. I am not afraid of noise. I am not afraid of loss. I am patient. I am disciplined. I am courageous. I am free. One more time until your heart believes it. I am not afraid of storms. I am not afraid of noise. I am not afraid of loss. I am patient. I am disciplined. I am courageous. I am free. Picture a snowball rolling down a hill. At first it is small. At first it seems fragile. But with each turn, it grows. With each roll, it strengthens. With each step, it gathers power. That is your wealth. That is your patience. That is your compounding. Fear would stop the snowball. Fear would shout, "It too small, it too slow, it will never matter." But you know better. You let it roll. You let it grow. You let it become unstoppable. And one day, the world looks up. The fearful watch in awe, and they say, "How did he build so much?" And the answer is simple. You had no fear. You had patience. You had courage. You let the snowball roll. The fearful man always looks for quick gain. He trades in and out. He chases the crowd. He follows the noise. But the fearless man waits. The fearless man studies. The fearless man invests when others run. The fearless man rests when others panic. And that fearless man wins. Buffett once said, "Be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful." This is not a call to recklessness. This is a call to independence. This is a call to courage. This is a call to calm. For the crowd is always wrong in the extremes. When they are drunk with greed, danger is near. When they are paralyzed with fear, opportunity is near. And so you no longer follow the crowd. You no longer live in their panic. You no longer move with their fear. You live by discipline. You live by patience. You live by calm. You live fearless. Affirm with me again, slow like a heartbeat. Fear has no place in me. Fear has no voice in me. Fear has no power in me. I am patient. I am disciplined. I am courageous. I am fearless. The rain still falls. The fire still crackles. The night is deep. And in this moment, your identity is changing. Your mind is reprogramming. Your fear is dissolving. From this night forward, you are no longer the man who panics. You are no longer the man who doubts. You are no longer the man who fears. You are the man who waits. You are the man who compounds. You are the man who endures. You are the man who wins because you have no fear. Listen close now. The fire is still glowing. The rain is still falling. And you are still breathing calm and steady. In this stillness, you see the truth. Fear is noise. Patience is music. And you have chosen music over noise. Others may scream. Others may panic. Others may throw away the seeds before they bloom. But you are not shaken. You are not rushed. You are not afraid. Because you know wealth is not built in a day. It is built in decades. It is built in silence. It is built in waiting. Warren Buffett has said the stock market is designed to transfer money from the active to the patient. Think about that. Every man who runs in fear, every man who trades in panic, every man who sells in doubt is handing over his wealth to you, to the patient one, to the fearless one. So let them run, let them panic, let them sell. You will be waiting. You will be fearless. You will be ready. Picture yourself sitting on a porch, the storm raging in the distance, the trees bending, the wind howling, and yet you sip your coffee in peace because you know storms pass, because you know calm always returns. This is how you face markets. This is how you face life. Calm, still, fearless. Say these words slowly with me as if you are carving them into the walls of your mind. I do not rush. I do not panic. I do not fear. I am patient. I am calm. I am fearless. Again, breathe with the words. I do not rush. I do not panic. I do not fear. I am patient. I am calm. I am fearless. Once more with fire in your chest. I do not rush. I do not panic. I do not fear. I am patient. I am calm. I am fearless. The fearful man wakes in the night checking prices, checking news, checking rumors. He cannot rest. He cannot breathe. He cannot wait. But not you. You sleep deeply. You rest fully. You wait calmly. Because your wealth is not in the flicker of a screen. Your wealth is in the power of compounding. Your wealth is in the strength of patience. Your wealth is in the courage of no fear. Remember this wisdom. Someone is sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago. You are that planter. You are that investor. You are that patient soul who knows. Every seed becomes a tree. Every drop becomes a river. Every snowflake becomes a snowball. Fear would dig up the seed before it grows. But you let it root. You let it rise. You let it bear fruit because you have no fear. Let's say it again deep into the night. Fear does not guide me. Fear does not move me. Fear does not control me. I walk by patience. I live by discipline. I breathe by calm. I am fearless. One more time, steady like a drumbeat. Fear does not guide me. Fear does not move me. Fear does not control me. I walk by patience. I live by discipline. I breathe by calm. I am fearless. Now see yourself years ahead. You are older. Your wealth has grown. Your freedom is secure. And when they ask you, how did you do it? Your answer will be simple. I had no fear. While others chased quick gains, you waited. While others panicked, you rested. While others doubted, you believed. That is why your snowball grew. That is why your forest blossomed. That is why your wealth endured, because you had no fear. The fire burns low, the rain continues steady, and your heart is calm. Feel it now, the strength of patience, the power of calm, the freedom of fearlessness. This is your identity. This is your truth. This is your new life. You are not afraid. You are not shaken. You are not rushed. You are patient. You are disciplined. You are fearless. And nothing, no storm, no market, no man can ever take that from you. The rain keeps falling. The fire keeps glowing. And you keep listening, steady and calm. Every drop of rain is a reminder of compounding. Every spark in the fire is a reminder of patience. One by one, drop by drop, spark by spark, your future is being built. And no fear can take it away. There was a time when you believed fear was natural. When you believed fear was the price of living, of investing, of waiting. But now you see the truth. Fear is optional. Fear is a choice, and you no longer choose it. You choose patience. You choose courage. You choose calm. Others may say, but aren't you afraid of losing? You smile, because you know the only true loss is selling your soul to fear. The only true loss is giving up before compounding finishes its work. And you will never give up. You will never sell your patience. You will never abandon your discipline, because you are fearless. Think of the oak tree, strong, immovable, rooted deep in the ground. Storms come, storms go, but the oak remains. You are that oak, rooted in patience, rooted in discipline, rooted in courage. Say it with me, steady like thunder. I am rooted, I am grounded, I am steady, I am fearless. Again, louder in your mind. I am rooted, I am grounded, I am steady, I am fearless. And one last time, so deep it echoes in your bones. I am rooted, I am grounded, I am steady, I am fearless. Fear will come knocking. It always does. It knocks through headlines. It knocks through neighbors. It knocks through doubt. But when fear comes knocking at your door, you do not answer. You stay calm. You stay patient. You stay fearless, because you know this. Wealth is not built in panic. Wealth is not built in rushing. Wealth is not built in fear. Wealth is built in waiting. Wealth is built in courage. Wealth is built in discipline. And you are courage. You are discipline. You are patience. Imagine the markets collapsing. Red everywhere. People shouting, running, panicking. Now imagine yourself in that same storm. Your face calm. Your hands steady. Your breath slow. You are not afraid. You are not shaken. You are not moved. Because you know storms are temporary. Because you know patience is permanent. Because you know compounding is inevitable. This calm is your advantage. This discipline is your strength. This patience is your wealth. Repeat it now. I am calm when others panic. I am steady when others tremble. I am fearless when others fear. Again, firmer. I am calm when others panic. I am steady when others tremble. I am fearless when others fear. One last time, as a vow to yourself. I am calm when others panic. I am steady when others tremble. I am fearless when others fear. Think of Buffett's snowball, rolling, rolling, rolling. Slowly at first, barely moving, but with every turn, it grows larger. With every roll, it gains strength. With every step, it becomes unstoppable. That is your wealth. That is your life. That is your patience. Fear would stop the snowball. Fear would say, it too small, it too slow, it will never matter. But you do not listen. You let it roll. You let it grow. You let it become unstoppable. And when years pass, when decades pass, they will look at your snowball and say, how did he do it? And your answer will be simple. I had no fear. While others chased speed, you waited. While others panicked, you rested. While others feared, you endured. That is why you are free. That is why you are wealthy. That is why you are calm. Now breathe again. Inhale patience. Exhale fear. Inhale courage. Exhale doubt. Inhale discipline. Exhale panic. Each breath rewires you. Each breath makes you stronger. Each breath makes you fearless. Let the sound of the rain sink into your soul. Each drop is an affirmation. Each drop whispers patience. Each drop whispers calm. Each drop whispers no fear. and you receive it, and you believe it, and you live it, tonight, tomorrow, always. You are not afraid of storms. You are not afraid of markets. You are not afraid of loss, because you know storms pass, because you know patience wins, because you know compounding always works. This is your truth now. This is your identity now. This is your life now. You are patient. You are disciplined. You are courageous. You are fearless. And nothing, no market, no storm, no man can take that from you, because you have no fear. The night is long, but you are calm. The rain falls steady, but you are still. The fire crackles low, but your spirit is high. And with every passing moment, the voice of fear grows weaker, and the voice of patience grows stronger. Fear says, you must act now. Patience says, I will wait. Fear says, you will lose. Patience says, I will endure. Fear says, this storm will never end. Patience says, the sun always rises. And you listen to patience. You obey patience. You live patience. Buffett once said, the stock market is a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient. Hear that again, let it echo. Money moves from the impatient to the patient, from the fearful to the fearless, from the panic to the calm. And you are the calm. You are the fearless. You are the patient. Repeat this in your heart now. I am patient. I am calm. I am fearless. I am patient. I am calm. I am fearless. Again, until your body believes it. I am patient. I am calm. I am fearless. Fear cannot touch you anymore. Fear cannot move you anymore. Fear cannot rule you anymore. You are ruled by calm. You are guided by patience. You are driven by discipline. Picture the farmer who plants his seeds. He does not dig them up every day to see if they are growing. He trusts the process. He trusts the soil. He trusts time. You are that farmer. Your seeds are investments. Your soil is discipline. Your harvest is inevitable. Fear would dig up the seed. Fear would abandon the field. Fear would sell the crop too soon. But you, fearless as you are, you wait. You let the roots grow deep. You let the fruit ripen. And when the harvest comes, it comes in abundance. This is your way. The patient way. The fearless way. The Buffett way. Now close your eyes in your mind's eye and see yourself years from now. Older, wiser, wealthier. You are sitting in peace. The storms of the past did not destroy you. The fears of the past did not move you. The doubts of the past did not stop you. Because you had patience, because you had courage, because you had no fear. You smile looking back. You know the truth. Wealth was never built in a moment. Wealth was never built in a frenzy. Wealth was never built in fear. Wealth was built in calm, in waiting, in faith. And that wealth is yours. Repeat these words. My wealth grows while I wait. My wealth compounds while I rest. My wealth builds while I am calm. My wealth rises while I am fearless. Again, steady like footsteps. My wealth grows while I wait. My wealth compounds while I rest. My wealth builds while I am calm. My wealth rises while I am fearless. Every repetition rewires your mind. Every word strengthens your heart. Every line kills another piece of fear. Fear will try to return tomorrow. Fear will whisper you must act. Fear will whisper you are in danger. Fear will whisper what if it all disappears? But you know now, fear is only noise. Fear is only illusion. Fear is powerless against discipline. Fear is powerless against patience. Fear is powerless against you. When the market falls, you do not. When others panic, you breathe. When the world trembles, you stand. That is who you are now. That is what you are now. Fearless. Say this vow with me. Fear will not guide me. Fear will not control me. Fear will not decide for me. I will wait. I will endure. I will win. Again, like iron striking iron, fear will not guide me. Fear will not control me. Fear will not decide for me. I will wait. I will endure. I will win. Look at your life as a snowball rolling downhill. At first small, at first fragile, at first unnoticeable. But with every year it grows. With every turn it strengthens. With every season it expands. Fear would try to stop the snowball. Fear would say it is too small, too slow, too weak. But you smile. You wait. You let it grow. You let it roll. You let it become unstoppable. One day, that snowball is so vast, so mighty, it cannot be moved. One day, it is the size of a mountain. And you stand at the top of the hill looking down, knowing this truth. I did not panic. I did not rush. I did not fear. That is why my snowball is unstoppable. That is why my wealth is undeniable. That is why my freedom is eternal. The rain still falls. The fire still burns. The night still stretches on. And you patient, calm, disciplined, you continue. You breathe slowly. You think clearly. You live fearlessly. This is your ritual. This is your reprogramming. This is your new identity. Fearless, patient, calm, unshakable. And from this day forward, you will never live in fear again.